He prays to his God every day.
A law was passed making it illegal to pray to anyone but the king, punishable by being thrown into a den of lions. Daniel, an elderly, highly respected government official, kept his same daily prayer habit exactly as before. Window open, 3 times a day, fully aware of the consequences. The Book of Daniel presents its subject as a young Judean noble taken into Babylonian exile following Nebuchadnezzar's conquest of Jerusalem, trained within the Babylonian royal court, and eventually rising to significant political prominence across the reigns of several successive Babylonian and, later, Persian rulers. Daniel chapter 6 records events likely occurring near the end of his long life, probably in his 80s, under the reign of Darius the Mede. By this point, Daniel had been appointed one of 3 presidents overseeing the entire kingdom's administration under Darius, distinguishing himself so significantly through an excellent spirit that the king intended to set him over the whole realm. This provoked jealousy among other officials, who searched for grounds to bring formal accusation against him but found none, since Daniel was, the text notes, faithful, with neither error nor fault found in him. Unable to find genuine wrongdoing, his rivals settled on a different strategy. We shall not find any occasion against this Daniel, except we find it against him concerning the law of his God. These officials persuaded Darius to establish a royal decree, styled to appear as flattering political consolidation, that for 30 days, anyone who prayed to any god or man other than the king himself would be cast into a den of lions. Once Darius signed this decree into law, unable under Median and Persian legal custom to be altered or revoked, even by the king himself, Daniel's response is recorded with striking simplicity. When Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his house, and his windows being open in his chamber toward Jerusalem, he kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day, and prayed, and gave thanks before his God, as he did aforetime. This detail, as he did aforetime, carries significant weight. Daniel didn't dramatically escalate his prayer practice in defiant protest, nor did he attempt to hide or disguise it out of fear. He simply continued his established, ordinary daily habit of prayer exactly as he always had, with windows deliberately left open toward Jerusalem, fully aware that his rivals were watching for precisely this behavior. His accusers found him praying, exactly as anticipated, and brought the matter before Darius, who, realizing he had been manipulated into a trap against a man he genuinely respected, spent considerable effort attempting to find a legal way to save Daniel, though ultimately unable to override the irrevocable decree. Daniel was cast into the den of lions, with Darius himself expressing hope rather than confidence. Thy God, whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee. The king, deeply troubled, fasted through the night and returned at dawn to find Daniel alive and unharmed.
Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to deliver you from the lions?
My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths. They have not hurt me, because I was found innocent before him.
Daniel's explanation is direct. My God hath sent his angel, and hath shut the lions' mouths, that they have not hurt me, forasmuch as before him innocence was found in me. Those who had falsely accused Daniel were then cast into the same den, along with their families, according to the customary practice of the period, and were killed instantly by the lions before even reaching the bottom of the den, demonstrating the severity of the danger Daniel had genuinely faced. Darius subsequently issued a decree honoring the God of Daniel throughout his kingdom. Understanding the historical setting of this event helps clarify its significance. The Medo-Persian legal system, as reflected accurately in this narrative, held that royal decrees, once formally established, could not be altered even by the king himself, a detail consistent with other ancient historical sources describing Persian legal customs. This explains why Darius, despite clearly wanting to save Daniel, was unable to simply reverse his own decree once it was signed. This event also connects to a broader pattern established earlier in the book of Daniel, particularly the account in chapter 3 of Daniel's 3 companions, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, refusing to worship Nebuchadnezzar's golden image and being cast into a fiery furnace, from which they were similarly delivered. unharmed. Both narratives share a consistent theological emphasis: faithful obedience to God, even under threat of severe consequence from human political authority, remains the appropriate response for God's people living under foreign rule, while also demonstrating that God's power to protect and deliver his faithful servants isn't limited by the apparent power of the ruling authorities of the day. The deeper meaning of Daniel's story centers significantly on the ordinariness of his faithfulness. Daniel's courage wasn't primarily displayed through some singular, dramatic act of defiance performed specifically for the occasion. It was displayed through his simple refusal to alter an established, quiet, daily spiritual practice, even once that practice became dangerous. This offers a significant insight into how genuine spiritual courage often actually develops and expresses itself, not necessarily through grand, dramatic gestures, but through the steady maintenance of consistent spiritual disciplines, prayer chief among them, even when maintaining them comes at real personal cost. For believers today facing far less extreme, though still genuinely challenging circumstances that might tempt them to quietly abandon or hide their own spiritual practices, whether due to social pressure, professional considerations, or simple inconvenience, Daniel's example offers a compelling model. His faithfulness wasn't manufactured in a moment of crisis.
Faith doesn't avoid danger. It commands it!